Hello, Miss Dutt.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you very much for accepting our interview. We're very happy to have you here, and we are very interested to your opinion. And I would like to ask you 3 questions,
Okay.
which are
Thank
very.
you for inviting me here.
Thank you. My first question is, what role do you think the government should play in promoting energy transition in ports?
I think that the governments have a really crucial role to support the transition to alternative fuels in the maritime sector. And first of all, I would like to pinpoint the role of clear regulations and policies, what is expected. So every stakeholder feel confident about this is the roadmap forward. So I think that's critical. I believe that in EU it's really clear right now on EU level with the Fit 55 package and all the regulations coming on, but it's also important on governmental level in each country to support what is now going on in EU. I'm thinking also on a more local level, but still quite big level in California. California Air Resources Board have been really clear 15 years back in time regarding the implementation on onshore power supply in, for example, Port of Los Angeles and Port of Long Beach. So they have set really clear regulations and not 100% from year one, but a gradual implementation of higher and higher percentage of onshore power supply for all vessels connecting to the port. And I guess it's already now from 2023 that 100% of the vessels need to be connected to onshore power supply. So that's one example. Another is, I think, Puertos del Estado in Spain. They have also been clear about this is the roadmap forward to make sure that all Spanish ports will be able to offer onshore power supply even before the legislation in Europe. So more of that, clear direction. Another one could be incentives, that the governments can work on incentives. I know that some countries in Europe, like Denmark, Sweden, Germany, France, I guess also Italy and maybe also Spain, have now approved tax exemption for the energy use when connecting to onshore power supply. So that could also be an important part in helping to speed up the implementation of different technologies to give incentives. And then the previous speaker before the break today, she was talking about the emission trading system that is now also being implemented for the shipping companies and the vessels. And that's also not just to talk about the carrots, incentives, but also the sticks could also be an important part. And other additional things I believe governments can do are to offer grants and financial support for different programs related to alternative energy, but also implementing different technologies, and also to the academia like World Maritime University to really make sure that there is enough financial support to do the important work that they are doing. So not just the World Maritime University, all academia, that there are enough financial resources for that important work.
Thank you. Moving to my second question. How important do you think it is for ports the transition towards clean energy sources? A, not important at all. B. Slightly important. C. Moderately important. D. Very important. E. Extremely important.
Which one do you think I pick? I would pick E, extremely important, and I would pick E for many different reasons. But of course, the ports are the hub for the maritime industry, and if maritime industry, as well as all different sectors in society, are going to go through an enormous transformation now to receive zero emission, everyone need to be playing along, and even more the ports. I also know that many ports in Europe, but also in other parts of the world, do have very ambitious climate targets, and to meet those climate targets, implementing alternative energy sources and greenhouse reduction technologies are crucial. So for so many reasons, and I also know that besides the different high ambition targets, they also have programs in place now to speed up the implementation of local solar energy, wind energy, and a lot of hydrogen, etc. So it's coming. So E. Yes.
Thank you. My third question, I would like to ask you, what is your area of expertise? What is your position, your role? You already mentioned very interesting success cases, but if you want to add any other success case in your area of expertise.
So when I am thinking about like best practice, and there are of course many within onshore power supply, because I'm representing EOPSA, European Onshore Power Supply Association, but my heart belongs to Port of Gothenburg. I've been working there for 20 years, and Port of Gothenburg was one of the first ports in the world to offer onshore power supply with high voltage already 23 years ago. So I would very much like to highlight that best practice case, that thanks to very clear customer demand regarding creating a green transport corridor. It was from the forest product shipper Stora Enso. They wanted to create this green transport corridor through Port of Gothenburg in Sweden. And one investment out of many that became reality was the investment in onshore power supply with high voltage. So without the very clear customer demands, but also great collaboration in between a number of important stakeholders and a really bright electrical guy in Port of Gothenburg, this became true. And from that year and on, a lot has happened. So
I really thank you very much for your interview, your answers. Thank you.
Thank you.